All right, yeah. I don't know. I read poetry all the time, and yes, I have things memorized, but everybody knows me, so I'm not going to do the things I've done before. But I decided, I don't know why, that I was going to write a poem for every element in the periodic table. And there's a lot there like, I don't know, what is, tell me something about, livermorium. I mean, like, you have to learn that everything is kind of crazy, which means when nobody knows, you get to be able to play with stuff.
But Janet, remember you have a counselor.
Pardon me?
You have a counselor.
Well, you'll find it interesting, take the pace with these. But one of these poems, which I read, usually read the features first, this acetine I read recently at the 10-minute mini feature night at the Gallery Cabaret. Yes, it's number 85 in the periodic table. But I happen to link it up with some phrases and words that are in a poem called Fantastic Car Crash. It's an older poem of mine. I know that one of my features seems to like that poem, so I decided to take acetine and Fantastic Car Crash, these two different poems, and mix them together so that they would both fit together. I only had so many chapters to distribute. If you've got one with a copy, and things are going to tens or one poem versus the others. And I hope you enjoyed this. This is acetine and a Fantastic Car Crash. And our life is one big road trip now, and we set the cruise control and make our way down the expressway. And most of the time we're just moving in a straight line, and the scenery blurs. There's nothing to see. But I know it's inside of you, and I know what you're made of. There's no such thing as a calm with you. You are a fantastic car crash. You stop traffic in both directions. In your twisted way, you come from the decay of others. And what you leave in your wake, more radioactive destruction is all around you, slows down to stare, and all the gapers gawk as the decay grows. Everything shatters with you, It's a spectacular explosion until your instability corrodes you down to the basics of the world. And yeah, what was left of you after you were gone is so much more stable than what you were. But still, I duck and cover as metal flies through the air. Every time you leave the scene of the accident, I am left picking up the shards of glass from the windows. The glass breaks into such tiny little pieces. They look like ice. It takes so long to pick up the pieces, and even though I'm careful, I'm still picking up the pieces after dealing with only fractional amounts of you. I've only been able to infer what you're like by knowing your brethren while I'm stuck here picking up the pieces, and I'm still on my knees. The glass cuts into my hands because it was only after so much of your destruction that you left blood dripping down to the street. Think of this as your contribution, this radioactive short-term flash of decay. Think of this as your contribution to this fantastic car crash that is you, that is me, that is us. I've tried to learn, I've tried to study these microscopic parts of you to make sense of you. But whether or not you ever leave enough, despite your destruction, despite this decay of yours, I have to keep reminding myself that when it comes to you, this is what you do. This happens all the time. So I pull the glass from my hands and wave my hand to the line of traffic. Go ahead. Keep driving. This happens all the time. There's nothing to see here. Fighting with poetry, and now I'm going to give you one that's straight up periodic table stuff. I read this one at my feature at the Cafe Gallery last year. This one is an edited version of Argonne. Before Argonne National Laboratory was named, it was started to create the world's first self-sustaining nuclear reaction. They constructed Chicago Pile 1, which achieved criticality, a sustained nuclear fission reaction, under the University of Chicago's football field stands. But since this experiment was too dangerous to conduct in a major city, they moved it to nearby Palos Hills and named it Argonne after the surrounding forest. When I was trying to learn about the element argon, I was really hoping that Argon Lab, so close to where I grew up, would have something to do with the element argon and not be named after a forest preserve. Now, the element argon got its name from the Greek word meaning lazy, but that's because argon atomically is stable and resistant to bonding with other elements. And since argon is colorless, odorless, and this is the important one, it does not satisfy the body's need for oxygen, argon is an asphyxiant, so it's highly dangerous in closed areas. But on the plus side, liquefied argon is used in cryoablation to actually destroy cancer cells in electrosurgery. And argon can also be used to make lights look like blue. I wonder if argon's blue light looks anything like the night sky. Because the cool thing about liquid argon is that it's used as a target for dark matter researches. The interaction of a hypothetical WIMP, a weakly interacting massive particle, with an argon nucleus produces a scintillation light. Okay. When I was playing cards once, we decided to place bets with the winner of each hand would get. And since we didn't have any money and we're on an astronomy kick, the first winning hand got the moon. That's what we won, the Earth, then more the planets, then the asteroid belt, then the Kuiper belt, the Oort cloud, the solar system, then the Milky Way galaxy. Then my opponent suggested the winner of the next hand would have dominion over dark matter. Now, you can't see dark matter directly. Scientists believe that this hypothetical dark matter, which neither emits nor absorbs light or radiation, can take up to 84% of all the matter in the universe. Since dark matter can't be seen, scientists can only infer the existence of dark matter by its gravitational effects on other matter in the universe. And they assume the corresponding particle in cold dark matter is a weakly interacting massive particle. A WIMP. And if argon is used to help detect these hypothetical WIMPs, that's kind of cool. Because this noble, stable gas might be difficult for people trying to breathe in confined spaces when argon can easily displace oxygen, but argon can also help remove cancer from our bodies. It can light the way, and it may even help us learn more about some of those undiscovered mysteries out here in the universe. I just put this out a day or two ago. It seemed like a good one last night. I looked at you, disheveled, spilling your words to me. I almost lost my breath. It was just that seeing you and hearing those words, well, I was speechless. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very nice, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody has a space back in the gallery. Gallery Cabaret has a cafe gallery from 7 to 9 p.m. There's a spot online for it. If you want to know any information, come up and thank you.